Nigerians have endured terrorist attacks for more than a decade, with significant loss of human lives and utter destruction of properties. Most of these bombings have been attributed to Boko Haram insurgents. However, on November 26, 2021, a federal high court in Abuja ruled that the activities of bandits, as well as other similar groups in any part of the country, amounts to acts of terrorism, and the federal government subsequently declared bandits terrorists.
The proposed amendment, no doubt.
On April 27, 2022, the Senate passed a bill seeking to amend the Terrorism Prevention Act 2013. The House of Representatives followed suit on May 4th. The amendment seeks to outlaw the collection of ransom by abductors for the release of victims. Funds, federal lawmakers say, is often channeled towards terrorist acts.
The proposed amendment, no doubt, will set standards and regulatory system intended to prevent terrorist groups from laundering money through the banking system and other financial networks.
Although one of the aims of amending the Terrorism Prevention Act is to prohibit the payment and receipt of ransom to release kidnapped victims, the bill is silent specifically on penalties for those who pay ransom for the release of victims.
In the clean copy that we have now, before it goes back to the House for the final debate, I don't see any mention of ransom. Because you will not tell me that payment of ransom is what the victims of a kidnap desire. No, they desire that the security forces will go into that bush and bring back their family members, their friends. So for a man to pay ransom, for a woman to pay ransom, is indicative of the failure of security.
Section 14 of the bill states that any person who arranges and participates in an activity connected with a terrorist group, collects or provides logistics or information connected with an act of terrorism, solicits or renders support for a terrorist group or an act of terrorism, commits an offense and is liable on conviction to imprisonment for a term of not less than 20 years.
When you make provisions to ask that those who assist by one way or make provision or help the terrorist or a kidnapper will be punished for not less than 20 years or 15 years, and you don't clearly state what you meant by assistance, then you leave that ambiguity for those who enforce the law to even abuse it.
The federal government, as well as some state governments and the legislature, have over the years put together some counter-terrorism measures. However, security experts suggest some other ways to fight terrorism.
If a government is not accountable to the people, does not show justice, there is no equality, there is no equity of the Commonwealth, destroy of the Commonwealth, then you lack the moral right to want to protect or defend or punish people who do crime.
For security experts, eliminating terrorism is a long-term mission which must be undertaken by government at all levels, with the active participation of citizens through diverse multi-sectoral approaches. Linda Akibi, Channels Television News.